Hi, I'm Debbie from Debbie Lucas Fitness, and we're going to do some floor and core exercises today to help strengthen those abs and core muscles. So if you haven't exercised for a while or you have a medical condition, please check with your GP first. If not, come down on the floor, grab yourself a mat or a towel to lie on so you're comfy, and let's have a go at some of these gentle exercises. Here we go. So first of all, lying down on our backs, feet are on the floor with the knees bent. We're going to just practice pushing our back into the floor. So we're going to tip that pelvis, push the back into the floor, tighten up those tummy muscles. So you shouldn't have a space underneath the small of your back anymore. This is the position we want to try and maintain when we do most of the exercises, okay? So just think about how that feels, pushing that back into the floor and just tightening those tummy muscles up. All right, so the first exercise we're going to do is a glute bridge or hip bridge. So we're going to do that little tilt, tighten the tummy, and then press upwards so you lift your bottom off the mat and you're driving your feet down into the floor here, okay? So you're using those legs as well, but the idea is that you're actually activating the gluteal muscles in your bottom. So you want to squeeze your bottom here, squeeze it all in, good, and gently come down again. Just relax for a second. Again, do that tilt, squeeze the tummy muscles, flatten the back. And again, press those feet into the floor, squeeze the bottom, make sure you can feel your bottom working. You don't want your lower back to take over. So really squeeze that bottom and push those legs down. Good. And come back down again gently. We'll do two more. So do that pelvic tilt, squeeze in and push those feet down, lift that bottom up, squeeze everything together. Good. And come back down. Well done. And again, do that tilt and gently push up, squeezing in the bottom, pushing those legs into the floor. Well done, and back down again. Excellent. Right, now we're going to do a running action lying on our back. So we've got our feet off the floor, hands are up in the air, and we're going to take opposite arm and leg away from each other, stretching that foot out and then pulling it back in. And then change sides, take the other arm and leg away from each other and come back in. So make sure you're keeping that tummy tight, pushing the back into the floor, and we just keep changing arm and leg, stretching out and pulling in, making sure you're stable. If you struggle to keep your foot off the floor, you can take it higher, so it can go up in the air more, so it's less pressure on the tummy. So take that foot up higher to make it easier. If you're just beginning at these exercises and you find it too hard, you can keep your feet on the floor and you just slide one foot along the floor and then pull it back. And you can slide the other foot along the floor and pull it back and gradually build up your ability here. So you can make it nice and easy to start like this, foot along the floor and back up, and eventually keep the feet off the floor and do the full version here, okay? So you pick the level that suits you and just work to your ability. Make sure your tummy is staying flat when you do these exercises. Okay, well done. And stop there. Just hug those knees in, give your tummy a rest for a moment. Good. Now we're going to roll over onto our sides and just have a little go at the side plank. So a couple of versions here. You can do it on your elbow and bend your knees under. You've got your body, so from your knees to your shoulder is in a straight line here. I haven't bent my legs forwards, so the feet are tucked behind. You're just going to push that hip up off the floor and just try and hold it there. That's it. So hold it for as long as you can. Good. And come down again. Okay, let's try that again. So just pushing up, holding there. Good. Keep that tummy pulled in. And come down again. If you want to make it harder, you can straighten your legs. Same thing again, make sure the shoulder is over the elbow for this one. And we're doing the same thing, we're just pushing up, trying to hold the hips off the floor here, holding it for as long as you can, and come down. Well done. If you feel super strong on the side, you can also go up onto your hand and do the same thing. You can split your feet one forward and one back if you prefer not to have them stacked up. But we're just going to lift up to the side, hold that plank, that's it, for as long as you can. Good, and come down. Well done. Let's do that on the other side so that we work evenly. So we start with the bent knees version. So again, shoulder is over the elbow. My body is a nice straight line between my knees and my shoulders. And we're just pushing those hips up off the floor, squeezing in the tummy. That's it. Good, you hold it for as long as you can. And gently come down again. Well done. And let's try that one more time. Pressing up, pulling in that tummy, squeezing the bottom. Well done. Keep it holding, holding, holding. Good. And rest. Well done. Now if you want to, you can continue with those. If you want to make it a little harder, here we can straighten our feet out again, like we just did. So straight legs now, straight body line, just pressing the hips up. That's it. So the legs are straight, I'm still on my elbow, pressing out there. Good, and come down. Well done, and let's try that one more time. So straight legs again, lifting up, keeping those hips up towards the ceiling, pulling in that tummy. Good, and come down. Well done. Okay, those that are hardcore, if you want to do the full-on version now, that's just going to be straight legs, hand underneath the shoulder, and you're going to press up to the ceiling on your side, all the way up, arm up to the ceiling, and just holding it up here for as long as you can without falling over. Good. And come down. Well done, great effort. Right, let's do a front plank. So we're rolling onto our tummies now. We're going to have our toes tucked underneath us, and just coming up on the elbows, we're going to lift our hips and the tops of our thighs off the floor, trying to make a straight line between our shoulders and our toes, okay? So we're going to press into the floor and just lift up the bottom and the hips, trying to keep a nice flat profile. Haven't got my bottom stuck up in the air here, okay? I'm trying to stay down nice and flat and just hold it. If you find it too hard to hold here, you can just bend your knees and do it with just on your knees. So still lifting your hips and thighs off the floor, but you've just got your knees down instead of straight legs. Okay, so again, focus on pulling in that tummy. Try and just pull it in, shorten those abdominal muscles. Keep it nice and firm. Well done, and just relax down. Good, well done. Okay, let's have a fun exercise now. So we're rolling onto our backs. We're going to put our feet up in the air. Feet are together. Hands are down by your side for stability. We're remembering to push our back into the floor and tighten those tummy muscles. We're going to try and write all the letters of the alphabet with our feet in the air. Okay, so keep control. Don't let momentum carry you here. You've got to drive this. Okay, so we start with letter A. Just write the letter A in the air. Nice and slow. B. That's it. Keep going. C. So they're all small letters, but try and write them as large as you can. D. E. Keep going at your own pace. All the way through. That's it. So you should find this really works. The thighs, the hips, and the tummy. It's quite a good abs and core workout, this one. And it's interesting trying to remember the alphabet while you're teaching as well. That's it, keep going. This is a lovely one to do with children as well. I do this with my children's fitness sessions and they really enjoy it. That's it, don't know how far you are, I'm on P. And just keep going. Take your time, make it nice and controlled. It's not about rushing through, it's about making the movements controlled and as big as you can do. That's it, keep going. I'm on X now. And then Y. And Z to finish. Well done. If you find it too hard to do the whole alphabet, go as far as you can. And then the next time you do it, try and go 1 or 2 letters further. And just see if you can keep advancing as you go through. Well done. Okay. And the next one we're going to do, really gently. Hands on the thighs, knees bent, feet are flat on the floor. Slowly, slowly, just lifting the head and shoulders off the floor, sliding the hand up the leg, and back down again. So we're doing this super slowly, using all those muscles. That's it, squeeze everything up, and back down. So make sure you're pushing that back into the floor to start with, before you come up. Engage those tummy muscles, and back down. That's it, nice and slow. That's it. Good. So we're doing this in a sustained way, not bouncing up and down really fast. This is just slowly engaging these core muscles. Good. And relax there. Now the next one, we're just going to lift the head and shoulders off the floor, arms are by the side, keeping a gap between the chin and the chest here so you don't crunch everything up, so it's nice and relaxed. We're just going to slide a hand towards our foot at the side of us and then come back to the middle. And then slide the hand down the other side and come back to the middle. So I'm keeping my shoulders and head off the floor and just gently sliding from side to side, using those side muscles to pull me in. That's it. Gently, gently. Well done. One more each way. If you find your neck starts aching, you can always just have a rest in the middle. Just rest back, relax the head and shoulders, and then you can come up and start again if you need to. Alright, let's have a little stretch out to finish off. So soles of the feet together, knees dropping open nice and wide, stretching the inner thigh here. That's it, just relax down. Good. And then gently pull those knees back up, keeping the feet where they are. Arms are out to the side of you, straight out from the shoulders. You're just going to allow your knees to drop down to one side of you. So you keep your shoulders on the floor, but your hips and knees just roll to one side. That's it, stretch through the waist. And come back up the other way. And take it down to the other side. Just stretching through. Good, well done. And come back up. And just a quick hamstring stretch, sticking one foot up towards the ceiling, flexing those toes. You're going to try and hold your leg up in the air there, just stretching the back of the leg through. That's it. Good hamstring stretch. Make sure those toes are flexed down towards you there, flat foot to the ceiling. Doesn't matter if your leg isn't straight. That's fine. Good, and bend that foot down. And just change over legs, so taking the other one up, that foot up to the ceiling, flat foot. Hold the back of the leg either behind the calf or behind the thigh. Don't pull on the knee joint. And just gently pull that leg towards you to stretch it out. Well done. Good. And bring that down. Excellent. Now I'm just going to sit up gently. You can use your hands here to help. Well done. We'll just sit facing forwards and just finishing off with a nice tall stretch up to the ceiling. Breathing in and breathe out as the arms come down. And again, breathe in and stretch up. Nice and tall. And breathe out as the arms come down. Well done. And now just curling forwards, rounding down over those knees, bringing the arms forwards. Good, and slowly come up. Well done, and you've done it. Fantastic. Well done, everyone. That's great. Okay, so watch out for my other videos. There's lots coming through. So it's Debbie Lucas Fitness. I'm on YouTube. I've got a website and a Facebook page. So do follow me, check out my other videos, and let me know what you think. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.